post-interview here. Is there anything that you guys want me to ask you about in particular? Anything?
Anything. The craziest stuff you can think about.
Yeah, the weirder the better.
Yeah.
Plea for Purging. Take one.
Ooh, I like that. That's actually hold it. Gosh.
Oh, hey there. BenRescue.com. I didn't see you over there. Do I got a little treat for you today? You may have heard of these guys on Face Down Records, is that right?
Correct.
Face Down Records, A Plea for Purging. Check them out right here. So guys, you could just tell me your names and what you do in the band.
I'm Andy and I yell really loud.
Lyle and I play guitar really mediocre.
I'm Blake and I play guitar even worse than that guy.
Awesome. So how did you guys find each other and become the band that is known as A Plea for Purging?
Well,
You want to take this one?
yeah.
Take it.
Me and Lyle and John, the bass player, were in a really bad name. Really bad band under the same name, Plea for Purging. And we had like a different drummer, and I was like doing vocals and playing guitar. We were really bad.
What kind of band was
So it was.
It's a new
I don't
band.
like saying.
It's a new metal band.
New metal.
I didn't know
Kind
anything
of.
about
It's
hardcore.
sort of new metal-ish.
It's new metal.
Hints of new metal. And we played around Nashville for like a year, did like a lot of local shows. Well, anyway, we kicked out our drummer and ended up, we were kind of done with music. We didn't want to play music really that much. And then we kind of prayed about it, and just for fun, we wrote like a metal song. And I went in the studio just to record it for fun and like play the guitars and bass. And Aaron, our drummer at the time, I can't focus. This is grossing me out. I'm having a hard enough time. So we went in the studio. Aaron had a studio, our drummer at the time, and he had been doing some stuff for us before. And I went in to try to record all the guitars and bass and stuff, and the drums. But I'm really bad at drums, so Aaron ended up recording the drums and the recording just for fun. And then it actually came out pretty good, and it's actually on our first EP, on the white EP. It's called Los Deportes. And we thought it turned out alright enough to like play some shows. And at the time we had a different front man. And we had asked Andy to be in the band, and he was too good for us and didn't return our emails or phone calls.
Truth.
So we had another guy named Justin. He ended up leaving-ish. And another guy named Russ did our first tour with us, and he ended up leaving for school and stuff like that. And then finally, at the same time we lost Russ, Andy was humbled in the car wreck and decided to join the band, which was awesome. It was like a week before we left for tour, and we left for tour and never came home, and we've just been playing ever since. That was about between 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So.
Sweet. Talking about this touring, you guys are on the road a lot. So far, through your experiences, what's sort of like the most memorable moment so far being out on the road?
Lyle drank his pee.
I drank my pee and it's on the internet. Check it out, youtube.com. What's up?
Type in Lyle PP and A Plea for Purging.
It'll pop up. It's like third page or something.
He looks haggard too.
I
He's got
got a
disgusting
black
hair.
eye and my hair's really greasy. It's sweet, dude.
He looks horrible. He looks like he should drink pee.
It's a rough situation.
Andy's fallen on stage a couple times, and that's pretty memorable. He's kind of one time in Alabama, what is it, Mobile? That you fell off the stage and kind of just rolled off the end of the stage.
Oh, there's monitors in the crowd.
That's pretty good.
Mobile,
I
Alabama.
couldn't finish the song.
Aaron projectile diarrhea'd in our old van all over the inside of the van one time because he's trying to bare butt fart on Lyle, and he lack of control, I guess, just kind of.
It was in the eye of the storm.
It was kind of it ended up. He was facing Lyle's face, which was okay.
You want to do the physics?
Driver, passenger seat in the front. It was
Like me.
John driving, Andy in the passenger seat. I was in the second row on the left. Lyle was next to me. Then Aaron was by himself in the back seat. He was trying to fart on Lyle, facing the passenger seat, and then when he farted, somehow diarrhea ended up on the windshield on the top of the van, on the side windows, behind the back in here, in the pockets of the seats, under the seats. I mean, it was
a magical turd.
It was a magical turd pieces, something. It was horrible. It was horrible.
It was a bad.
It was a funny night, but it was a rough night to get through. We almost all quit the band at the same time, so we made them clean it all night. That was
It
it.
took him like 3 hours.
We're kind of known for that story too.
Yeah, people know that.
Everybody wants to
I'm
hear
not proud
about
of it.
Well, those things happen. One thing I noticed, your music was a lot like that diarrhea. It's explosive. Okay. It's
Appreciate that.
explosive. So I was wondering, how do you guys? So how's a song like? How does it come into being? Do one of the guitar players sort of come in and have a riff, and then just come in and the guys kind of flow with it, or does everybody kind of sit down collectively and come up with stuff? How does that work?
I write everything and play it all.
On the record.
It's mind blowing how good I am actually.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I have a whammy bar on my guitar, and when I just get the whammy and it just it's really good.
It's magical.
And then I take it to Blake and I ask his approval. Most of the time he
Blake's
says
like,
no.
Too much whammy.
Most of the time he's like, too much whammy, too much wah-wah pedal. And so I write like a whole record and I take it to Blake and he denies about 99% of it.
To be breakdown.
And then he writes the record over again.
That's like normal James.
And then he teaches all of us the parts. And then I try to say things that don't make sense sometimes in our songs.
So we fixed that as well.
And then they make me rewrite the words, and then John writes the words. And basically, I don't do any of the writing of any music.
I like how that came around.
He sleeps. He sleeps all day while the rest of us write the song.
There's one song that I had about 2% of anything worth to do with it. And it's the part that everybody always goes, I like that part. It's very nice.
Oh, that's true.
That might be sort of true.
The finger tapping
It's
part
like
of victory.
1%. 1% of our set is the 1% that everybody likes the most.
It's one of the better parts. I'll agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
But the new record that we're gonna do next year,
It's gonna be a collective.
it's gonna be very Andy,
Or not. Or just.
very me influence. So that's the writing process, actually.